Good morning, Kasturians. So, today we will be discussing some problems based on this chapter units and measurements. Okay, now let us start the first question. What is it saying? We have to fill in the blanks. Okay, with what? Let us see the first question. What is it saying? The volume of a cube of side 1 centimeter, it is equals to how many meters? Okay, how many meter cubes? Unit of volume is meter cube. Okay, now see the side of this cube, it is given 1 centimeter, that is it is given in CGS units, and the volume is asked in meter cube, that means in MKS units. So first of all we have to convert this centimeter into meter. Okay, then what we have to do, like we can see in this here, what is given, see length is given 1 centimeter cube, we have converted into meter cube, meter, length is converted into meter. Okay, 1 centimeter is equals to 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Okay, now what we have to find, we have to find volume of the cube. Volume of the cube is equals to side square, so we can write length cube. And what is the length that we are given? We are given 10 to the power minus 2 meters. So simply we can cube this length, and simply by cubing this we get the volume of the cube as 10 to the power minus 6 meters cube. Okay, now let us see the second question. What is it saying? The surface area of a solid cylinder of a radius 2 centimeter and height is given 10 centimeter is equals to how many millimeter cube? So now the area, the radius is given, the radius of the solid cylinder is given, that is 2 centimeter. Okay, and height is also given 10 centimeter, and what we have to find, we have to find surface area. So what is the surface area of the solid cylinder? It is equals to 2 pi r h. And what we are given radius, so we can convert the surface area is asked in millimeter square. So what we can do, simply we can convert this centimeter, all the things are given in centimeter, radius and height, so we can simply convert them into millimeters. We can see, and now by applying this radius and height in the formula for the surface area of the cylinder, by simply putting the values, what we can do, we can simply solve and find the value. What is the value that comes out to be? It comes out 1.26 into 10 to the power 4 millimeter square. Okay, now let us move towards the third question. What is it saying? There is a vehicle moving with the speed is given 18 kilometer per hour, and it covers how many meters in 1 second? What we are given speed of the vehicle, which is 18 kilometer per hour, and we have to find how much distance it is covering in meters, and time in 1 second. So we can simply convert this velocity into meters. 1 kilometer is equals to 100 meters, and 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes, into 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So simply by solving it, what do we get? We get the speed as 5 meter per second. Okay, now we have to find this distance covered in 1 second. So we know the formula, speed is equals to distance upon time, and so distance is equals to speed into time. So what is the speed coming? Speed is 5 meter per second, and we have to find in time 1 second. So 5 into 1, so what do we get? 5 meters. Distance is equals to 5 meters. Now what is the next question saying? We have to find the relative density of lead is given 11.3. Okay, relative density we are provided, and what we have to find its density in grams per centimeter cube or kg per centimeter cube we have to find. And what we are given relative density. Now see what we are given relative density in, what is the SI unit of density? It is gram per density is equals to mass per unit volume. So as it is given relative density, so what is given? Centimeter cube is given to us. Okay, and we have to find in gram per centimeter. cube, or we can say in kg per meter cube. So by simply what we can do, we can convert this grams into kg. Okay, now we can simply convert grams into kg into 10 to the power minus 3 kg in 1 gram. Okay, and in cubic centimeters we can simply convert this centimeter into meters. By 1 centimeter is equals to 10 to the power minus 2 meters. So by simply putting 10 to the power minus 2 meter cube, that is volume cube, and solving this, we get the value of density, that is 11.2 into 10 to the power 3 kg per meter cube. Okay, so now let us move towards the second question. Now let us take the next question. What is the question saying? That the length, breadth and thickness of a metal sheet are given, which are given as 4.234 and 1.005 meter, and the thickness is given as 2.01 centimeter respectively. Okay, now what we have to find, we have to find the area and volume of the sheet to correct number of significant figures. So see, length is given, breadth is given, thickness is also given, and thickness is given in centimeters. So we can simply convert this thickness, that is centimeters, to meters. See, you can see centimeters to meters as 10 to the power minus 2 meter. And now how we can find area of this sheet? This sheet, we can see length, breadth and thickness, all the three things are given. So how we can find the area? As 2 into L into B, B into H, or we can say B into thickness, and thickness into length. Okay, that is total surface area of the cube, or we can say cuboid. So now by putting the values of length, breadth and thickness, see, simply we are given all the three values, we can simply solve and get the result as area of the sheet, which is equals to 8.7209478 meter square. Okay, that is now we have to find out this area up to correct number of significant digits. How much significant digits we have to take when see, there is a rule when we are multiplying the 2 or 3 numbers. Okay, so how many significant digits we take in the result? That is the minimum number of significant digits that any value is having. Okay, now minimum number of significant digits is held by thickness, that is 3. So the area will be having 3 significant digits. The area will be having 3 significant digits. So we can round off this result up to 3 significant digits, that is 8.72 meter square. Okay, now we can find the volume. The formula for volume is equals to length into breadth into height, and here height is thickness. So we can simply put all the values and find the result. How much significant digits we will be having? See, in the result is, we can say the result as 8.0855289. And how many significant digits we should have? We should have 3 significant digits. Okay, so we can round off this result or this digit in up to this value up to 3 significant digits or 4 decimal places. Why? Because the zeros which are put ahead of the number are insignificant. So the number of significant digits in this value will be 3. So we can round off and get the volume as 0.0855 meter cube. Okay, now let us see the next question, which is, see, a book is given and this book is having many printing errors. Okay, so due to this printing errors, the 4 formulas in this book, they are, we can say there are 4 different formulas in this book for displacement y. And we have to tell, what we have to tell, that there is a particle y which is undergoing a certain periodic motion. And what we have to tell this formula whether this is dimensionally correct or not. Okay, so let us take the first formula, that is y is equals to a sine 2 pi t divided by capital T. Okay, and you people already know the difference between this small t and the capital T, that time period and this wave and the particular time. okay, as already discussed in the class. Now see how we can find whether this formula is dimensionally correct or incorrect. We have to equate the dimensions on both the sides, that is y should have the dimensions same as this a sine 2 pi t divided by t, and we already know this 2 pi t divided by t is theta, and theta sine theta, or we can say theta, it is having the units in radians. So y should be having the dimensions same as a. So let us see this, what we can say, that this 2 pi t divided by t, what is this? Dimensions of t divided by t. So this is equals to 1. And what is this a? A is the maximum displacement of the particle. And what is the y? Y is also the displacement of displacement y of the particle. This is also, this is displacement, and this a is maximum displacement. Both are in the units of we can say in the SI units of meter, and we can say L, the represented by dimensional formula L. So they both y and y gets this dimensions get cancelled, but we are left with 2 pi t divided by t. So we can simply cancel out the time values, or we can say as upper and side both are having same dimensions. So what will be the dimension of first? It will be dimensionless. Why? Because we are getting a constant value which is 1. We are getting no value of mass, time, or length in this equation. Okay, now let us discuss about the second equation, which is y is equals to a sine vt. Now vt should have dimensions. So, it should, let us check the dimensions of vt. V is equal, as we already know what is V, as given as, you can see, speed of the particle. So it will be having dimensions lt minus 1, and time is represented as t. So t and t, they both gets cancelled. What we are left with? Only L. So what will be the dimension formula? Finally it will be m0, L1 and t0. Now we can say it is having some dimensions. Okay, so we can simply write as the demand of the question, that it is not dimensionless. Why? Because it is having some dimension. Now let us see about the third part of the question. What is it saying? That y is equals to a divided by capital T sine t divided by a, and we already know t is time period of the motion, and time period of the motion, and this mole t is already understood. Okay, now we have to compare the quantities. Now what we can say, this a divided by t, or we can say t divided by a, we have to check these dimensions. So it is equals to t, that is time, we can represent by capital T, and a by capital L. So what will be the dimensions? That L inverse and T1. So we can say it is having some dimensions, that is L minus 1 and T1. So it is not dimensionless. Okay, now let us move towards the fourth part. What is it saying? Y is equal to a divided by under root 2 sine 2 pi t divided by t plus cos 2 pi t divided by t. So we have to check this angle theta, that is 2 pi t divided by t. So we can say upper and side and lower side, we are having both the numerator and denominator is time. So the time and time gets cancelled. What we are left with? The one which is a constant. So the dimensions will be m0, L0 and t0. So what we can say, this this formula, or we can say this is a dimensionless quantity. Okay, so what we can say, the formula second and third, they are incorrect. Why? Because theta, we can say theta, can any time theta have dimensions in terms of length as shown by this formula 2 and 3. So है ना, this formula means theta is always in radians, or we can say in degree. It is never in meter or any other quantity. So the theta, it should be dimensionless quantity. So formula 1 and 4 are correct as they are dimensionless, and 2 and 3 are wrong. Why? Because they are not having because they are not dimensionless, they are having some dimensions. So okay, so that's it for today. Thank you.